Hello, Anna. This is Daniel from Josh and Danny SEO. So we're just going to take a look, see what's going on. So only reference we got to you guys is your Facebook page. So scrolling through here, it's great that you have your location. I'm sure that's not the only area you serve. And obviously your number and your email, which is excellent. So you definitely want those. Um, Unfortunately, it's very difficult to find out exactly what it is you're doing. So I obviously paint job, that's great improvement, but for what? So I'm gonna, oh, we got more stuff. Wood flooring, by getting, I guess, putting in the new wood flooring or wood or ceramic tile. So you do have a versatile amount of services. It's just being able to show people that very much up front instead of mostly working off referrals or, word of mouth. So let's take a look, right? So when anyone has a website, Google does a couple of things. They want to see that you have keywords. So a keyword is something that somebody would put into Google that is very specific to what it is they're searching for, such as what I put over here, painters, Silsbee, Silsbee, Texas. So it's somebody looking for a painter in this area. It's very specific, and Google likes when we get specific like that. This is also something called a buyer intent keyword because they're putting it in as such a specific, um, I guess, phrase that we look at them as more leaning to buy something. So right up front, when we put that in, we got our Google Map Pack, which is statistics show about 30 to 40% of all people going to Google will click on one of these three people. So we definitely want to make sure we're in the top three over there. And as you can see, like auto body shop, some of them are a little obscure, but it still helps that they've ranked for paint in this area, I guess. They might be a little confused, but don't tell them. But then we have the organic search, right? So we got anyone can rank over here without really paying that much money for it. It just takes, time and work. We got Angie's List, which is a directory, and then we got Yelp, BBB, Yellow Pages. People don't care for this stuff. Like they'll click on it, but they would rather much get to an actual company, such as this one, alphapainting.com. Now they're located, or they do work in Silsbee, Texas, and they do interior and exterior house painters. So we're just putting in painters because I recognize it's one of the things you offer. So let's take a look at a website. So right off the bat, they have their logo over here. They lose points because they don't have their phone number on the front page here for anyone to just click on. Blog, fine. About us is what we need. Contact us. I don't know why they have that in the way they do. It should all just be under services. Um, so yeah, they lose a couple points for that. Here's obviously they have their phone number, which is excellent. I'm going to go and say that they have multiple locations with multiple different people they work with, yet there's no numbers here. So I'm going to guess that, they just work with them, but not really, for them, or they don't hire them directly. So they got the right idea, but it seems like they just help other people. So we got, our services consist of all of this stuff, which is excellent. Services needed, and this is just to, it's to weed out certain, types of people. It's to get very much more of a targeted response, which is, very good. But overall, Google really wants about 2,000 words on the homepage, and they don't cover that at all. And it's not exactly as user friendly as they would want it. So they can make it a lot nicer, maybe adding pictures or maybe other things. But they obviously didn't. So let's take a look behind the page, find out what's going on behind the scenes. So, uh, oh, okay, because they're actually located in Atlanta. So what I did is I just took the entire domain. I went back because they service a couple of areas. So there are contractors out in Atlanta that service your area. So they have a UR rating of 20, which is how strong their website is. And it makes sense because they're connected with a bunch of different websites that help out all across the United States. So they do have a strong website. Google likes that. Unfortunately, their trust with Google is low. Now, what makes it low or high? Backlinks. So it's wherever your website is somewhere else that leads back to you. And that's a referring domain. So they only have 73 of them. And obviously, they're not all created equal. Some of them can be very spammy, which will hurt your website, like a Wikipedia page or BuzzFeed page. And some of them are really good, which is what we're looking for. And then they have 228 organic keywords. Now, I got to be honest, this website isn't pulling in a lot of traffic. They're only pulling in 23 people a month, which means they're missing out on so many different people. But let's take a look at what those keywords are. So, as you can see, they're not very specific to anything. Greg's painting, sure, but unless that's a state, that's not really helping. So this is covering the entire United States. So it's not really helpful in that. So they don't really have a lot of good keywords. Painters Bay City, Miami. That's a good one. Unfortunately, it's only getting 20 volume here versus, and they're only getting one person a month through that because they're in page 2. But actually, I'm going to click over here and I'm going to show you what a strong, oh, actually, it'll be this, what like strong keywords would look like as long as it'll work. So this guy's in Dallas and he's got some excellent keywords, right? So Painters Dallas, it's as simple as that. And 400 people a month search for it. And he's getting 36 people a month because he's in the 4th position on Google for it. So how does this help you out, Wano? All we really got to do, build a very simple website, a homepage detailing exactly what you do, and get those keywords in there. Have the 2,000 words on the front page so, Google likes you and looks at you. Have those embedded keywords in there so you can rank for those keywords. So when a typical person puts in, something like painters, Silsbee, you pop up. And then we just got to outrank your competition with backlinks. And all we need to do is take the good ones from your biggest competitors and then put them in and move on. So that's basically everything. If you can just simply bring in an additional, like, let's just go with a small number of 100 people a month from Silsbee and the surrounding area coming in through just your website, what would that mean for you? That's all I got. I really hope it was helpful, and I answered some of the questions. If you have any questions, of course, please feel free to reach out to me. Um, Obviously, I would love some feedback. Definitely reach back out via email with that. Thank you. Bye.